your new Toyota Starlet Cross. Own it.
iDiskiTV, powered by World Sports Betting. iDiskiTimes.co.za. It's Kaizer Chiefs 0, Mamelodi Sundowns 1. Kumdlalo we-Betway Premiership. Mamelodi Sundowns ivula ke a 15 or is it 18?
18 now.
It's 18. Wow, it's 18 points. Considering that the Pirates are trailing by the time we are shooting the video, they are trailing by 1-0 Bloemfontein Free State Stadium. But uthetha ngomdlalo wanamhlanje, I've got to Coach Picasso. Coach, mandukubulisa uzibulisele emajiteni, ubone njani umdlalo wanamhlanje?
No, ngibulisa amajita la wase studio, ngibulisa wena Shane, ngibulisa Snowbobo lana. I think the game was it was a very dull first half, you know. And then in the second half, the first 15 minutes, I think it grew a bit of spark. And then until Coach Cardoso decided to shut the game down, you know, by the substitutions that he made. I think there were a couple of chances in the first half. I think the chance that Mdu got, and then he hit it first time over the bar. I think Ribeiro did a correction for him with his goal. It's the same thing, you know. And I think we need to give credit to, you know, I ran out of superlatives for Ribeiro. You know, the thought process for me, the quickest players on the pitch are not those that can run the quickest. It's those that can see the problems the fastest. Those that can solve the problems the fastest is the quickest players. Those that have speed of thought. You know, his first touch, when the ball is played in by Reyners, his first touch intentionally lifts the ball up because he knew the angle would be awkward if it's on the ground. And then he hits it right across and Bavuma had no chance, you know. And then I think for me, Mdu should have done a similar thing. I mean, put the ball in front of him with his left and then try and hit it across Jody February. That was the chance. And then Mdu again got a chance whereby I felt he could have brought in the ball a bit earlier for Ruli Lepo, but he took his time until the Sundowns defender recovered. So I think Mdu's decision making today let him down, but I have to give him credit. You know, he showed that he wanted to play. He showed hunger. He was brave in a lot of moments. It's just his decision making in the final third was the difference between him putting in a great performance and him just putting in an average performance.
What do you think was the plan of Coach Nabi Namhlanje? Because most of the team is from the Sundowns. Sometimes we'll see Sundowns when they are starting to build from the back. Some teams will press Sundowns, but you will see Kaizer Chiefs, they were allowing them to have Ebola when they were in their own half. But as soon as Besbula la half, the center line, Kaizer Chiefs as when pusha like Ngomat. What do you think was the game plan of Coach Nabi Namhlanje for Kaizer Chiefs?
I think the instruction was simple. Drag the game as long as possible. Don't allow cheap goals. Don't give them goals. You know, if Sundowns are gonna score today, they have to work for their goals and try as much as possible to play in Sundowns' half so that we are not running towards our goal a lot of times, because we know that as soon as the Sundowns breaks the line, Reyners is able to break the line, Peter is able to break the line, or Ribeiro breaks the line. That's when they pose the most danger, you know. So I think the game plan was, let's have a mid-low block, you know, a mid to low block. Let's allow Sundowns to have the ball in front of us. You know, let's push them to certain directions where they might not be comfortable. But with the quality that Sundowns have, they are almost comfortable in every area of the pitch. You know, they are dominant on the ball. They dominate the pitch. They dominate the ball. So it's really a tough ask for you to come here and get 3 points. It's really difficult. But I think the game plan worked to a certain degree, because if Chiefs had converted their chances, because I think they had better chances than the Sundowns. I think maybe 50-50 in terms of chance creation, but Chiefs could have converted their chances and maybe 1 or 2 that would have made the game interesting.
Kaizer Chiefs consider, I think it was around 40, 41 or 42 around Lomizuzu. Do you think they lost concentration because from the first minute up until when Sundowns scored, Kaizer Chiefs seems like they had a solid plan to contain Ribeiro, to contain the front three of Mamelodi Sundowns. But do you think was it a lack of concentration to Kaizer Chiefs go back consider like cool? Yabo.
I think for me, from a coaching perspective, you look at the time and it's like, okay, 10 minutes, 5 minutes to half time. Okay, now you in your head, you plan the team talk to say, okay, the approach now in the second half is going to be like this. You know, you have a certain structure as to what team talk are you going to give to the team at half time. But now when that goal is scored, the entire picture changes. Now you have to think differently as to how are we going to recover, because now we are trailing. You know, I think Chiefs did well. They did well to keep it for that long. You know, I think a lapse of concentration and then that happens. You know, against players of that quality, you are most likely going to get punished, you know. And I think for me, I should give Chiefs credit that they didn't come to war carrying Christmas cards. They knew that they're an inferior team. They knew that Sundowns is superior. They knew that Chiefs, they are not as strong as they should be. They are a struggling team. So they played like a struggling team in certain moments. But I want to give credit to Coach Cardoso. I think Coach Cardoso is teaching these Sundowns players to play the Champions League. You know, he's leading 1-0. And he I think his substitution, I don't know if you remember back in the day in the Premier League when Jose Mourinho would bring in John Obi Mikel for Chelsea. You knew the game is done. You know, with that substitution, second half, you know, okay, he's killing the game. I think with Obas, Coach Cardoso is doing the same thing. When Obas goes in, you know, because he brings them so much stability. He brings them composure in the middle. He brings them a protection in terms of centrally. He gives them ground. He's able to cover ground. You know, he's a workhorse. So I think that plays into their advantage. And then again, to see that Coach Cardoso means business. He's here for 3 points, not to look pretty. Puts in Abu Musa Libusa, defense with the back five. And I think I must give credit to the Sundowns team. They were mature. They put up a matured performance. Not a great performance, but a matured performance of understanding that sometimes their back was against the wall in the game. I think the first 15 minutes in the second half, the Chiefs was really coming to them. And they understood their assignment at the time to say, okay, as long as we don't concede, let's make sure we don't concede. We'll probably catch them on the break and then put in the second one and kill off the game. But it didn't happen. So it was not a great game to watch, but it was decent.
Uthabo Cele yaprova each and every game ukuthi he is quality for Kaizer Chiefs. Ayo game yalamhlanje onothi Uthabo Cele or Marcelo Allende or Jalen Adams won that battle, but Uthabo Cele namhlanje he was excellent for Kaizer Chiefs.
I think this is he's a proof of good development. You know, when a player has been through and didn't skip stages, because development teaches you and helps you in terms of your mentality, you know, how you see the game, how you are able to get to a place and quickly adjust, how you are able to take on pressure. Because Chiefs is a big team. I was telling Bobo while we were watching the game, this is a big team. The supporters, massively, they are there, you know, in numbers. They are supporting their team. So he got into the team and he knew that he's coming into a team that is struggling. And he has shown that he's a very good player. You know, the only disappointing part is that he has played 5 matches for Chiefs. He got 4 yellow cards out of the 5, so he's suspended for the next game, you know. So that's the only disappointing part. But in terms of delivery and quality and understanding the game and being present and being brave to start their build-up, because he's brave, you know. Every time you press Chiefs, he's so press resistant that it makes it difficult. You saw even today, Allende tried to press, Tebza tried to press, Jaden tried to press, but because he's so press resistant, sometimes Chiefs look so good in the build-up simply because of him, you know. So I think he has brought in a credibility into that midfield, into that Chiefs team.
Coach Picasso, thank you so much. It's Mamelodi Sundowns 1, Kaizer Chiefs 0. Thank you so much for watching iDiski TV.
For breaking news, go to iDiskiTimes.co.za. Shapunjan bafowethu igama lami uLindo Pep, the best analyst in the country. Please don't forget to subscribe to iDiskiTV. Tanko.
This is Bongane Benedict Villagazi, they call me so. Niazi bafethu, I'm a coach for life. They are back in winning ways. Please, I tell you to subscribe to iDiskiTV.